And we were on. Welcome. If you're new to this channel, let me introduce myself. My name is Logan. This is Timeless Personal Growth and Development. Today we're talking about child development. Children always want your time and attention. So let's get started. I'll start this video off with a quote. If you want your children to turn out well, spend twice as much time with them and half as much money. So I have a little story of my own life when I was young. So my parents separated when I was around 4, 5, 6 years old. So, and I would see my father on weekends or every second weekend. And I remember my mother telling me this story or this interaction she had with my father, where she would say things. She would tell me, oh, that my father would complain that didn't have enough money to spend time with me. Couldn't take me to the movies, couldn't take me out, for a hot dog or for a hamburger, or that kind of stuff. And my mother would get upset with him and just tell him, like, it doesn't matter. You don't need money to spend time with your child. Just take him to the park. Engage with him. Spend time with him. You don't need money to build a relationship with your child. You just need to spend time with them and engage their emotions and build an emotional connection with them. And how much money does that cost you? Absolutely nothing. Zero. It's just as busy as we are with our lives and our responsibilities and our tasks and building all the things we want to build in our lives, it's always finding those moments for our children. And I'll share another story with you guys. I remember talking with a colleague a few years ago, and I remember she was speaking to a parent. This is a father, and the father said, well, I work, I travel so much, and I have so many responsibilities, all I can really do is just send my child money and buy, for Christmas and birthdays, to buy them stuff. And my child is still not happy with me, and I don't understand why. I give them everything they need, clothes on their back, food, the toys, and they're still not happy. And the teacher went on to explain to me, and yeah, we were on the same page when we were telling each other that's not what they want. I mean, it's what they need. Yes, every child needs clothing on their back, they need food, but what they really want is an emotional connection. It's quality time spent. You can be a father or a mother, and you can work from home. And you can be home all the time. But if all that time at home is just being spent on your computer or on your phone and not engaging with them, you're physically present, but you're not emotionally present. And that's the problem, and that's the issue, is that they need your time and your attention. You could be physically there, but you're not actually there if you're not disengaging from what you're doing and actually making quality time for them and going out and doing stuff with them. And this doesn't have to mean just with parenting. It can mean in a professional context as well. You can be working with children, and just those tiny little moments throughout the day where you're working with the child and you just get down on the knee and you just look at them and just ask them how they're doing, ask them how they're feeling, and give them a couple minutes of your time, of your undivided attention. And just it doesn't have to be very long. 4, 5, 6 minutes of your time and attention can make them feel valued, can make them feel important. And right there, that's the emotional connection that they need. That's all they need. And then you go about your business, tell them, cool, I got stuff to do, but I'll see you later. I'll catch up with you later. And right there, you made them feel good and you established connection. Because you took time out of your busy schedule to make them feel important. And no matter how busy you are, you always take that time out of your busy schedule to engage with them and make them feel valued. And it doesn't matter what you're doing either. Because that quality time can just be spent going outside, doing stuff, being at home, playing games at home together, or as long as you're not distracted by other things. You're not distracted by work. You're not distracted what's going on your phone, going distracted by other people. Like, come home at the end of the day and like, all right, from this time to this time, I'm giving time to my daughter. I'm giving time to my son. They have my undivided attention from this time to this time, and I will be not distracted by anything else. Because at the end of the day, they will grow up to have healthy, happy lives, knowing that their parents made the time for them. Yes, providing and provisioning and protection is very important, but also being able to spend the quality time with them. You can be home and have plenty of time with them, but if that time isn't quality, then it doesn't really matter to them. And as they get older, they're going to appreciate that connection that you made with them and that time you spent with them. And when they're teenagers and they want to disconnect and want a life of their own and build more individuality amongst themselves and their friends, yeah, they'll disconnect. They're going to want their own life. But if you built a strong foundation with them when they're young, and then when they're older teenagers, they're still going to want that connection, maintain that connection with you. And it's going to be easier for them to build connections, to build relationships with other people, because you built connections with them when they were young and built that foundation in their heads. And on that note, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, you can like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, Logan Ryder, Timeless Personal Growth and Development. I'll see you all in the next video. Next video will be on Monday, and I'll be doing attraction tips for men, and I'll be discussing the dad bod. Is the dad bod attractive, or is the dad bod unattractive? Have a great weekend, and I will see you on Monday.